Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Kidnapped, the Abduction of Edgardo Mortara. And this new period drama comes from writer-director Marco Bellocchio. And this film focuses on a young boy who was basically kidnapped by Pope Pio the Ninth, and this young Jewish boy was forcibly converted to Catholicism. And you have his father and his family desperately trying to get him back from the church. And this is quite an interesting story taking place back in 1858 of this series of actions that Pope Pio took on and was causing these kinds of forced conversions. And this is pretty messed up in terms of obviously kidnapping is a horrible crime, and then on top of that, especially in terms of the eyes of faith-based people, forcibly taking children out of their families' lives and then teaching them a whole entire other world perspective and forcing that upon them. And it's an interesting thing of seeing this young boy in this new environment, the horrible actions of Pio, and the performance from Paolo Pieroban, who plays the Pope, is so committed and in its subtlety so sinister. And there's a lot of strong emotional beats in terms of seeing our young Edgardo's parents just dealing with this loss. And this film is so well put together. The period setting is really well done, the production design, the costuming, this little kid getting thrown into these old school really Catholic outfits and stuff like that. The cinematography from Francesco Di Giacomo is so good. There's a richness and a texture to the film. It's such a horrible story, though, in terms of just how dastardly these kinds of actions. Basically, the Pope's just this mustache-twirling person who's really trying to find ways to spread the word of Catholicism, and obviously forcefully onto children, and just this conflict in this young boy, and seeing his new existence and him going through this. It's such a harrowing story to watch, and the film's long. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. I don't know if this particular story really needed all that time to be told. It certainly slows down at moments and maybe elongates some aspects a little too much, but strong performances, a harrowing story, especially in terms of the sensitivity of religion and how important that can be to people and their family and their culture. To rip a young child away from that and force another world perspective on them is such a poignant story and has plenty of drama to play with here. And I think Bellocchio does a really fine job of pulling all that drama and being able to maximize that in this film. This is quite the poignant experience. It's an impactful film and is certainly worth your time. But those are my thoughts on Kidnapped, the Abduction of Edgardo Mortara. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.